What is up, everyone, and welcome back for another video. My name is Ivan, and on today's episode of Ivan's Chicano Kitchen, I'm going to be making broccoli shrimp Alfredo pasta. So I'm going to be making the Alfredo from scratch. It's relatively easy to make. I have my peeled and deveined shrimp right over here. I have a couple of crowns of broccoli. I have some beautiful parsley for garnish because we want to make our dishes look pretty. I got butter, garlic, fresh cracked pepper, and salt, and pasta, of course. So it's gonna be a delicious dish. Let's get cooking. All right, everyone, so our very first step is gonna be for us to take our broccoli and we're gonna cut all the little crowns off of it, and we're also gonna chop up our parsley so we can use that as a nice garnish to make our dish look nice and pretty. Alrighty guys, here I have my beautiful parsley. We're gonna just take this and we're gonna chop it up. We're gonna cut it as fine as possible, just so we can have a nice little garnish on our dish, as I've already mentioned like 2 or 3 times.
When you're doing this, you want to be super careful, chop it at your own pace.
There you have it. That's good enough right there. Nice and medium fine. We're gonna just set this off to the side. Alrighty guys, here I have my pasta. I have my water boiling right over here. We're gonna throw in our pasta. And we're gonna throw a heavy pinch of salt in there because the salt will melt, and then it'll impart a little saltiness into your pasta. So you always want to build flavors, and there it is. It's gonna go for a few minutes. Right over here I have my butter melting. Alfredo is basically 4 parts. It is butter, garlic, heavy whipping cream, and Parmesan cheese. So what you want to do is you want to take your butter, you want to melt it. I put 2 sticks of butter in there. I'm not exactly sure how much that is, but it is 2 sticks of the ones that are about that size. I'm gonna take my garlic, which I have right over here. I bought the pre-chopped one. This garlic can be penetrating, so I'd rather just buy this whenever I'm gonna use a good amount of it. Here I have, I'd say, like at least 8 or 9 garlic cloves, maybe a little bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and drop that in there. We're gonna let the garlic cook out a little bit, the butter completely melt. Once everything is completely melted, I'm gonna go ahead and add our heavy whipping cream. So the heavy whipping cream is key. That's what makes it creamy and delicious. Okay everyone, as we can see right here, our butter is completely melted. Our garlic is cooking nice and slowly. And at that point, we're going to take our heavy whipping cream. We're going to go ahead and drop that in there. I used about a half carton of the large carton. So we're going to let that cook. Once it starts to bubble, it's when we start to add our cheese. So we want to make sure that this gets nicely incorporated. Like I said, once it starts to bubble, which is basically the heavy cream is boiling, at that point we're going to add our Parmesan cheese, little by little. If you add it all at once, it's just going to clump together. So what you want to do is add little by little, let it melt, add another bunch, let it melt, add another bunch, and you let that melt. I'm also going to add black pepper and a little bit of salt because I use unsalted butter, so I can control it so it's not too salty. coming along beautifully. Alrighty guys, as you guys can see, it's bubbling beautifully. And at that point is when you want to start adding your Parmesan cheese. They're a nice little handful like that. You want to go ahead and mix that all together. As you can see right now, it barely coats the spoon. But once you start adding more cheese and it starts to get more gooey, it's going to definitely get thicker and it's going to coat it a lot better. There you go. Take another big handful and just keep doing that until you get a beautifully thick consistency and your sauce is ready to go. I always want to wait till your cheese smells. It's already smelling really nice. At this point I could actually also add the black pepper. I added like, I'd say 2 teaspoons of black pepper so it can start to release its flavor. Take another handful of cheese, drop that in there. Yeah, this sauce is going to be super delicious. As you guys can see, it's starting to get thicker. It's coating the spatula a little bit better. Okay, there we go. We can just finish adding that. And that sauce is pretty much ready to go. Once this cheese melts, it's good to go. It's going to be nice and thick. You want to always keep stirring it so nothing sticks to the bottom. And like before, you want to wait till it starts to bubble a little bit, and then you just turn it off, wait for your pasta to be ready, and you're good to go. There you go. As you guys can see, it's nice and thick now. Not so runny. We're going to wait for that to bubble, and then we're going to take it off the heat, and it's going to be ready. Alrighty everyone, here I have my shrimp. All I did was toss it in some paprika, garlic powder, and salt. That's it. Super. I did it a little heavy because the Alfredo sauce is a little bit, you know, it's not heavily spiced, so you want to have a little bit of contrast. So we're going to go ahead and throw our shrimp into our little skillet. Get those shrimp. Back here I have my griddle getting nice and warm so I can throw my Parmesan toast on there. And really soon I'm going to be putting the plate together so we can have a nice little taste test. I'll let you guys know what it tastes like. Alright everyone, so I have my pasta already drained. I took it out when it was al dente. I always test it about 3/4 of the way through, make sure that it has a nice little bite. My Alfredo sauce is ready to go. My beautiful shrimp, as you guys can see right here, looks super delicious. And here I have my broccoli. I'm going to throw that in a little bit of a tiny bit of water just to soften it up, and then I'm going to put it all together, and I will have a nice little taste. Okay everyone, so we are at our very last step. Our broccoli is slightly cooked over here because I don't like soggy broccoli. Our pasta is nicely al dente. Now we're gonna just take our Alfredo sauce that we have right over here. We're gonna pour that right into just need to add pasta. Oh yeah, that looks super delicious, super creamy. mix up our pasta, nice and saucy in there. Okay, and then we take our broccoli, we drop that in there. We give that a nice little mix. And that is pretty much ready to go, guys. Right now I'm gonna leave our shrimp to the side. I'm gonna throw some of our toast on our griddle, and yeah, we're gonna show you guys what that looks like. So let's mix this up a little bit more. Okay guys, so here I have butter, garlic, and Parmesan cheese. I've let the butter sit out for a couple of hours so it can be nice and soft, because I'm going to be using that for garlic Parmesan toast. I have some freshly baked French bread, and I'm going to be smearing that on there, throwing that on the griddle, and it's going to be a delicious accompaniment to the pasta. So here I just let the butter sit at room temperature. It's nice and soft. I added, I'd say like half a cup of Parmesan cheese. You want to add a good amount. I added a lot of garlic because we like garlic. Garlic makes everything better. I want to just mix that up. Get that nicely incorporated. And that's it. That is ready to go. That's going to be super delicious. You can use that as a compound butter, meaning that it has different items instead of just butter. Like if you're going to make shrimp scampi, you throw your shrimp in there, you add some of this butter, your pasta or whatever it may be, and you have a quick and delicious dinner. So let's go. I'm going to go ahead and check on our cream, as I think it's already bubbling. So I can start adding our freshly grated Parmesan cheese, which I have right here. That's going to be super delicious. Okay guys, here we have our beautiful French bread, our garlic Parmesan butter. Now we're going to just take some of that. We're going to just smear it on our bread. Oh, oopsie. I'm going to put a good amount on there, make it nice and garlicky. And then we're going to just take this and we're going to throw it on our griddle right over here. Now you want to just leave that alone, let that get nice and melty, and it'll build a nice little crust, and it's going to be super, super delicious. Okay everyone, we're back at my favorite part of each episode, like always, the taste test. Here I have my beautiful sauteed shrimp, the broccoli, the fresh Alfredo sauce down here, looking super delicious, and garlic Parmesan toast. So I'm going to go ahead and take a nice big bite, let you guys know what it tastes like. Okay, let's grab a little bit of pasta, piece of broccoli, and a shrimp. Look at that beautiful, perfect bite. Wow. Oh my God, that's super delicious. The combination of everything is so good. The shrimp has that beautiful seafood flavor. It's creamy, it's cheesy, it's salty. The Parmesan garlic toast is super delicious. Wow, that's super amazing. I hope you guys try this dish at home. It was relatively easy to make, not too expensive. And if you guys like this video, please like, please share, subscribe. Leave a comment down in the comment section, please. And until next time, I have been with Ivan's Chicago Kitchen.